Some of the greatest love stories ever told until now. Meet Cynthia and Howard.
I always had a place in my heart for her.
A place Howard held for 62 years, despite 3,000 miles and another life lived.
I'm Howard Atterbury. I'm 92, soon to be 93. I'm a transplant from San Diego. I'm a retired dentist and microbiologist.
Yeah. I'm Cynthia Riggs Atterbury, and I'm 83, and I was born here in the Vineyard, and I'm a mystery writer. I have 11 books in print.
How they got to this spot on the Vineyard, sitting side by side as husband and wife, sits in this plastic bag filled with yellowed paper towels that date all the way back to 1950 and a lab in California.
Well, I remember the first day she appeared in the laboratory, these two wide doors opened up, and in stepped Cynthia, and at that moment, there was love at first sight. I saw her beautiful long legs and her beautiful face, and I was just struck, and that kept with me all my life, and here she is.
Sinner, as she's called, was in San Diego for a 4-month-long job at an oceanographic institute. Some of the guys would tease her, except one gentleman named Howard.
So I started writing him notes in code on paper towels. It was a simple code, A equals B, B equals C. You know, it was pretty obvious.
And what would your notes say to him?
Well, it was something like, well, so-and-so's just discovered a copepod in his sample or something. You know, it was,
That's really romantic stuff.
yeah, it was not at all romantic.
Not to Sinner, but to Howie, she was the world, something he never told her until now. 62 years later, he gathered up their code-written messages, stuck them in this envelope with a new message, of course, written in their code. DZOOFS, it's code.
Yeah.
So this is when you open up and you see this.
Yeah, I see this, and I translated it, and it was Sinner, C-Y-N-N-E-R, and then it says, I have never stopped loving you. Howie.
What moved you to send this?
I had it all these years in my corner of my drawers, and it just came upon me that time, send them off. You know, I've been thinking about it for a long time. Should I now or then? But just something overcame me. This is the time, send them off.
Howard, what is this?
Well, I used the latitude and longitude rather than my street address. I didn't want to make it easy for her. And I live in the cul-de-sac in San Diego, and I thought, well, that's enough if she could rent a copter and set it down on the...
Rent a copter?
Latitude and longitude? They said, you're a mystery writer, you can find him.
Like any good mystery writer would, Sinner found Howie. They write letters, they email, they send pictures. Quote, I was delighted to see you've worn well, from Cynthia. Quote, you are splendid, from Howie. Quote, you will never be unbeautiful. Their poetic words turn to a face-to-face meeting. Sinner flies to California.
What's going to happen when he meets me? So he met me at the train station with a long-stemmed red rose and a sign in our code saying hugs and kisses on one side. And he turned it over, and it was our code for passion.
Oh. And how did she look to you, Howie?
She looked great, great. I took her home, and within an hour, I proposed.
Yeah.
You mean within an hour of seeing her for the first time in 62 years?
Yeah.
He gave up everything, everything.
For you?
Yeah. Can you imagine?
So, do you really write I love you on banana peels?
I did.
Did you really put...
Just once.
Just once. Once is enough, Howie. Once is enough. It's so good. Tell me some of the things that he does that...
There's a fresh flower next to my side of the bed right now. There is every morning, every evening.
Howie, what is it about Sinner that moves you to do all of these things?
She's a unbelievably beautiful woman. inside is so beautiful.
Love and finally marriage. 2 weddings on the vineyard, one in a congregational church, the other in a Buddhist ceremony.
Buddha says, in the end, these things matter most. 1, how well did you love? 2, how fully did you live? And 3, how deeply did you learn to let go?
Howie, how well did you love?
I'm doing everything I can now to fulfill that sentence. I didn't do that before, but now I realize what it's all about, what life is about.
And Cynthia, how well did you love?
Well, I don't think I was ever in love before. You know, I married the guy I dated in college, and he didn't work out, and that was enough.
But you're in love now.
Yeah, it works.
Fame, if you want it, comes and goes in a minute. Where's the real stuff in life to cling to? Love is the answer. Someone to love is the answer. Once you've found her, base your world around her. Make someone happy. Make just someone happy. And you'll be happy too.
We'll be happy too.